I want to begin by thanking Madam Tolonga for her contribution last year. When she came in, it was not an easy time, a very difficult time. In fact, I invited Aruba and Ella Talanoa with her and said, whether she could take up and work with me and deliver on to what we had in mind about what education ministry should be. And she lived up to the expectation that I had. And I want to thank you, Madam Tolonga, for that. And it was a very difficult year for us, a very challenging time last year. We had to begin a lot of new things, new reform, get it, those reforms started and solid footing. So we get people tuned to it, get into the culture of it. But it was not an easy time, and I must say that you were able to persevere through, and not an easy task to work under me as well. So thank you, Madam Tolonga, for that. And also have to thank the incoming Cabinet Secretary, Mr. Johan Atiko. Thank you for accepting the offer made you to work as Cabinet Secretary. You, of course, are not new to us in the ministry. You have been here, like Madam Tolonga. I think, like Madam Tolonga, you have spent probably the whole of your life in Ministry of Education in different capacities. So the ministry is not to you, education is not to you, not new to you. I must say that in some of the most difficult times, you stood up. You stood up, probably the only one who stood your neck out for me. If at times if I looked around to see who would stand for me, I could see you alone there, people. It was a very difficult time, those days, I remember. There were many people, I brought them to my office, who couldn't stick around, couldn't hack it out. They came and they left for their own, with their own agendas. But you stuck around until such time that I had to push you out to go and take a leadership role in the curriculum section, where we couldn't find anyone else to provide leadership. And therefore, you reluctantly went to curriculum section and said that you would want to come and spend half a day in my office. I said no, you go and spend time there and spend a couple hours. And there were times when I had to call him up and ask him to spend time with me and to bounce back ideas, to respond to some issues and emails, and you were able to do that. And I want to thank you for that, Pico, and I look forward to working with you and Madam Tolonga and other senior staff for the number of days that I have in the ministry. We have a lot of things ahead. As I've always said, that the ministry belongs to you all. You all are the people who will be here forever. We come and go. And I'm used to that, and I'm ready for that. But as long as I'm here, we have a vision and we need to deliver up to the vision. I look forward to your continuous support for that. And so far, all the staff have done an excellent job. As you have alluded to earlier on, like in any household, we will have differences of opinion because we belong to different schools of thought, different culture, different way of looking at things. But there's room to talk, discuss, and converge on a particular position. This ministry is the largest ministry, and largest ministry in all terms of number of employees, number of things we do, number of departments and sections, and huge opportunity to do things in a better way and new things. This ministry deals with people's life, deals with aspirations, deals with dreams of households, dreams of family members, dreams of children. And in the beginning, I didn't realize the importance of the education ministry. When I was asked to take up the education ministry, in 2014 after the election, I was reluctant, I was not interested, in fact it was not at all on my mind. But I now realize how blessed I am and we are in looking after this ministry, given its important role in changing and transforming lives of people, lives of households and lives of communities. And I have no regret at any point in time when I leave ministry, whether it's 1.5 years after, or 2 years or after my term, that I was given the opportunity to be in charge of Ministry of Education. And as I said, it's a blessing in disguise, and I will cherish every moment I have had in Ministry of Education. And I want to say that whatever we have achieved as a team, and you all were there, and we look forward to a teamwork ahead. A lot of things need to be done. We have set the platform. Now we have to consolidate and ensure that we deliver on to what we have set now our goals for. Every one of you have a role to play in your particular position, and I look forward to working with you. My job as a minister is to just come around 9 o'clock and go around 3 or 4 o'clock and play golf, etc. You are the ones who will be doing the job. And I do look forward to the day when I have to come around 9 o'clock, check things out, and be allowed to pick up the golf course, the golf cart that I still haven't bought, purchased. I'm playing for a long time, and start going and playing golf and enjoy the weekend, etc. So until such time, I will continue to mentor you all and work very closely with you. Again, thank you very much, and I look forward to a very fruitful and engaging and a productive term in ministry while I'm here. Thank you, sir.